Greetings, my relatives, in connection with the quantum transition, when our bodies are transmuted, and subtle abilities are revealed, many could notice how the new hearing is activated. This is an unusual hearing, very subtle. Previously, most often we caught only physical sounds, and now we are starting to subtle ones. The world of subtle energies and a new perception of reality are actively opening up for people. Hearing becomes as if three-dimensional. Speaking of subtle hearing, I do not mean the subtle inner audibility of the higher self or the channel. Unusual hearing opens up as the ability to perceive the world deeper and wider. For example, many people have a subtle sensitivity and they feel human lies with their hearts or intuitively. When subtle hearing opens, you begin to hear the vibrations of everything around, so you can hear at what vibrational frequency a person is talking to you. Hear the energies of deception or heart purity. Subtle hearing will allow you to more clearly perceive energy waves in a simple space. You will hear energies, their movement. Each energy sounds unique and inimitable in its own way. From this, even seemingly empty space will become alive and voluminous for you. You will understand that everything is filled with energy. Everything is energy. There is only energy around, having different frequencies of vibrations. Now this subtle hearing, a little bit, so as not to frighten, is opening up in people. We are not used to hearing space, but it sounds. Based on my personal experience, I will list the main symptoms of the discovery of subtle hearing. Of course, there may be more that I did not have. All these are unusual fine-tunings, ringing in the ears, periodic buzzing or vibrations, pressure in ears. It feels like your ears are being cleaned. These are either twisting energy spirals passing through your ears, or energy funnels, or like plugs are being pulled out of your ears. The sound starts to jump, sometimes sharp and loud, then evens up, becoming quiet and calm. From time to time, acute subtle sensitivity appears in the ears. Because of this, from any external sounds, it seems that the head will burst into pieces. I want everyone around to be silent and turn off the sound. I want silence around. I also remind you that the symptoms of the discovery of subtle abilities are very similar to the symptoms of some physical diseases. It is necessary to distinguish. My relatives, I constantly hear such questions from people. I feel bad, my head hurts or is spinning, it hurts my heart, I can't think, twists legs or arms. Is this a transmutation or not? And very often people attribute all their illnesses to transmutation, and as a result they do not look for the cause of their appearance in themselves, do not heal it in themselves, feeling worse and worse every day. Of course, it is very easy to confuse, since the symptoms of transmutation are similar to the symptoms of many diseases. My relatives, it is a great happiness to feel all this, to participate in this great and wonderful process of transformation and transition. What a happiness that you can feel how our sacred divine heart is opening, although we feel discomfort and often pain, as if our chest expands, and the heart becomes so big that it simply does not fit into the chest. This everything is temporary, everything can be experienced, but you can love truly, sincerely, and purely, with all your heart, unconditionally and limitlessly, and absolutely everyone, and not with your mind, only those who like, or are worthy of your love. You can always harmonize and facilitate this wonderful process of opening the divine heart. Just breathe calmly, inhaling and exhaling the light. Love, rejoicing that this is happening to you. What a happiness that sometimes, for no reason, from surging feelings tears of joy and happiness begin to roll down the face, and we feel inside ourselves a beautiful and unearthly grace, inner happiness. Our divine heart is already open, and with tears it is cleansed, and opens even more and more strongly. All emotional pain is washed away, everything fears, all resentments, all dislike. It is divinely beautiful. We open ourselves to true and real love and this wonderful inner energy. I want to hug the whole world and everyone on earth. There are no bad people in this energy. You love absolutely everyone. What a blessing that from time to time, or constantly, we feel some kind of buzzing in our ears, congestion, like in an airplane. We feel energy pouring through our whole body, as if we were directly connected to a power outlet. Sometimes this is not very pleasant and even physically painful, but such a joy that we are already open to this divine energy. It is already entering, pouring into us, and helping in everything, transmuting us, Mother Earth, removing the causes of stagnation and constantly changing. Many would like to feel the energy inside, but so far not everyone can do it. Not everyone is ready. What happiness that sometimes we feel, that something expands and grows in our head, opens like a divine flower. Yes, it can cause some pain. The energy in the third eye can spin so powerfully that it even physically hurts to touch the forehead. The energy in the crown chakra can spin so much that it seems that the cranium is like a roof. It's just not, and our brain is completely bare. Thus, the chakras are actively opened, cleansed, and filled with strength. The head can periodically hum, hurt. We can feel pressure on the temples, but this is how our consciousness expands. Our brain opens up to limitless possibilities. The internal glands are activated, the pineal gland and the pituitary gland. This is not always pleasant, but what a joy that this is already happening to us right now, which means we are ready. We open ourselves to a new divine consciousness. We become God people. All unpleasant symptoms can be harmonized and calmed by working with the upper chakras, with the energy that flows into the head in a large stream, breaking all our internal energy barriers, three-dimensional stereotypes of thinking, attitudes, programs, and fears, from which this pain appears. You can breathe with the chakras, and facilitate this process, or help the energy pass, if it gets stuck inside. What a blessing, that sometimes we achieve such high successes. We have achieved a lot, and clarified a lot in ourselves, a lot of awareness and a lot have passed, that our physical body is being actively transferred to higher vibrations, forming a light body. Of course, this is often accompanied by a sharp increase in body temperature, symptoms of colds and flu, but it will all pass. You just need to experience it all in joy and harmony, helping this wonderful transforming process, and not hindering it complaints and reproaches about their lives. It is a huge blessing that they give us all this. Someone would like to be in your place, but it's too early for him, not yet ready. What a blessing it is that sometimes we completely forget about something. Nothing is kept in our heads at all. In fact, we are moving into the true and most present moment of our life, here and now, ceasing to suffer in our past, or trying to plan the future to the smallest detail. We open ourselves to the real life, gratefully letting go of any past, and believing in the best possible future. Let our higher particle, soul, light forces, God, lead us, and we will gladly accept all the gifts. There are a lot of symptoms of transmutation and transformation. I have listed only the most common and basic. I have seen many people, and not everyone feels these symptoms, because they are not really ready yet. Many are at the stage where they teach more often through illnesses, problems, losses. High energy also enters them, but not so strongly and powerfully, as if in a small trickle, helping them from the inside. An individual and very delicate work is carried out with each person on earth. Each one finds his own unique, and not repeat approach. Each level of spiritual development needs its own energy, so that it really helps, and does not rush to get quick and effective results, thereby causing harm. They all help us, every person on earth, but they do it in accordance with the personal and individual vibration level, so as not to harm anyone. What a blessing, that we were embodied in such a magical time, a quantum transition. But there are also differences. Firstly, during transmutation, the symptoms are only temporary. The transmuting energy comes and goes, giving the body and consciousness a rest. Then, over time, one energy, having done its important work, leaves, and a new one, another, comes in its place, which means that the symptoms also change. For example, when the heart opens, it can glow and burn, and when all the work is done, energy can come to activate the third eye and there will already be a pulsation and even a little pain. Secondly, with transmuting energies, you can feel how a stream of energies flows through the body. Light enters. This often causes everything inside, all parts of the body to vibrate. Being filled with high energy, goes into the ground freely and easily. And thirdly, what, in my opinion, is the most important point. With the symptoms of transmutation, you just need to ask yourself, what is the matter with me? Is everything okay? From within, you will definitely feel a loving response is supreme. Don't worry, everything is fine, it will pass soon. This is a transmutation. The answer can even be most often without words, as a clear and confident feeling that there is no need to worry. This means peace and tranquility will flow from within, the energy of the soul. Feeling it inside, you will no longer need to look for an answer, you will be confident in yourself. My relatives, feel yourself and trust yourself. We have all the answers inside. With love to all, Magda.